Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. Today we'll be discussing...
What's with the accent today?
What you mean accents? I'm not... Hello?
Hey baby girl, guess what? I just landed. I'm at the airport and I could not stop thinking about you. We should see, you know.
That's the third one this week. The overall intent of this video is light-hearted, so if at any point things get too serious for you, I apologize. No vexing. Let's just have fun and relax. Who just got back? Well, the IJGBs.
I'm an IJGB. Of course I don't speak Pidgin.
I'm an IJGB. Of course, we're here for 2 weeks. I'm an IJGB. Of course, I don't know what savings or current means. What do you mean?
IJGB stands for I just got back. It's a term commonly used in Nigeria and maybe Ghana, not sure, to describe people who just came back to their homeland after spending some time abroad. It especially becomes popular during the December holiday season. Typically, they come in from countries like UK, US, Canada, and you can't miss them because of their spr in it, what's up accent. IJGBs are in two categories: those who plan to stay for extended periods of time due to maybe getting a job or just deciding to settle down for good. And there are those who are here for a brief holiday or occasion like a relative's wedding or Detty December. This video is mostly centered on that group. It's not an entirely new concept either. In the 70s and 80s, wealthy Nigerians sent their children abroad with the expectation that when they come back, they would take up significant posts in the government, the family business, or even academia. It was seen as a symbol of being modern. The first wave of japa syndrome also peaked around this period due to the uncertain future prospects, thanks to the military regime and a volatile economy. Volatile, okay. That means this one economy is volcanic eruption, because this time that it's being said, the dollar was still below the naira, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Anyway, the aim then was to always come back, even if it is just periodically. And funnily, the IJGBs kind of coined this term, and the rest of us just ran with it, because almost immediately you meet one of them, they start with,
Sup girl, I just got back from the States.
What state? Social media played a huge part in popularizing the term. By the 2010s, Nigerians on platforms like Twitter and Instagram brought it mainstream. IJGB captured the slight awkwardness of them readjusting to our local life. You hear them complain of things like,
Oh my gosh, like this heat. Like, why is it so hot in here? I actually miss home. This. The remote is right there.
girl, it's our everyday experience. We live it. We know love, hate, or both. There's been some controversy on how the IJGBs feel out of place and kind of unwelcome when they get back.
Okay, so I got a serious question, because when I was in Nigeria, I kept seeing on my For You page that the people who actually live in Lagos kept telling us IJGBs, if y'all didn't know what that means, I just got backs, that were visiting Nigeria from other countries. Y'all had so much negative stuff to say about us. And my question is like, why are y'all so mad? Why? Like, y'all live in Nigeria, so you guys can get the enjoyment whenever y'all want. We don't live there. We get to only visit every so often because we're in different countries. So how come when we come back home, it is such a problem for y'all? Why can't we enjoy like y'all do? We want enjoyment also. And I know the traffic is crazy in Lagos and probably all the people visiting doesn't make it better. I get that. But that's still no reason to get mad and tell us that we need to go back to where we came from. We one of y'all too. We're African, we're Nigerian, just like y'all. We can come and enjoy. So what's up with that?
Well, let's unpack this. From my little experience, do you remember when we were younger and our aunties and uncles who just came back from the abroad would come back with our cousins, and them know, like, I had some inferiority complex then, especially when they start speaking their Fune, like, Fatima, can I have some water? Shokbe, it's Fatima, not Fatima. And they always had the cool things, like that abroad smell in clothes. That thing was like heaven to me. It was my favorite thing ever. Then your parents and their parents also speaking to you in your native language. But when it comes to them, they speak to them only in English. Even sometimes trying to mirror their accents, like, Shokbe, would you eat some eba? That thing vexed me because what I'm trying to say is that they were kind of pedestalized, and subconsciously it creates a complex in your mind, especially those of us who has never left the shores of our dear country. It's like you love them, they're your cousins, but you also cannot relate with them because you guys live different lives and have different experiences, which can lead to cultural disparities and maybe even superiority complex. Then it's like most of them didn't always want to be back. There were always the stealth comparison, like, this could never happen in Ontario. Then go back to Canada. Wait, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Calm down. One Nigeria without Omar. The rise to mainstream. All of a sudden, the IJGBs are coming back in droves. Lagos is now a potential travel destination. Wow. Since when?
I don't know when Lagos turned into a vacation spot or when Detty December became a trend. But I feel like people have forgotten that there are people that actually live in Lagos. Like, there are people that are in Lagos not just for December. There are people that this is where they stay.
Why is it now? You want to associate yourself with this place? And disturb us, we manage, we the strongest soldiers. We say lie.
Well, two things. The globalization of the Afrobeats genre and mad Lagos PR during Detty December. The explosion of Afrobeats as a genre now globally recognized has a major influence on why the IJGBs are now returning to Nigeria and actually looking forward to it. Like, you actually like our hot Nigeria. Afrobeat has greatly impacted how we are currently viewed, and it's one of the things that is still working for us well in this country. Honestly, I'm thankful for it. So, Whiskey, Davido, Thames, Arasta, Tiwa Savage, thank you. December went from just being a time to reconnect with your family to now a month-long festival of concerts, weddings, beach parties, and even networking events. It's like Detty December has become the ultimate IJGB playground. You see them attending all the raves, splurging at high-end nightclubs, and just like that, they quickly keyed themselves into the Nigerian nightlife. Social media also amplified the IJGB culture. Each year, more than 80,000 people return for Detty December. On TikTok, the Detty December hashtag has over 200 million views and features behind the scenes videos of people returning home to the continent for Detty December. They all be showcasing their glamorous Nigerian experience, and to be honest, I'm not mad at it. Nigeria is finally being wanted, loved, and romanticized. Something a typical Nigerian youth like me has never experienced. We're giving the Nigeria that everyone hated and wanted to japa from. Yes. We also live vicariously through you guys because the lifestyle costs and Forex is your friend, but our own enemy. Here's own December, we agree.
You see this December? If you don't have money, stay in your house. Stay in your house. Did you hear me? Stay in your house. Because the plans that these I just got backs are having, combined with the plans that the owners of the city are having, it's fire for fire, oh. Fire for fire. Nobody wants to agree.
Wait.
What you tell me? Johnny, we're going to this place. Johnny, we're going to this place. I'm not going anywhere with you because, hello, I'm not about to drag with the owners of the city. The owners of the city are coming back, yes. I'm not about to do tug of war with the owners of the city, the borders of the city, the borders of the borders of the city. Like, everyone from every single freaking continent you can think of is going to be here. I'm not dragging anything with anybody.
Cultural tourists or genuine Nigerians. During their brief stay, many IJGBs seem to live extravagantly by the average Nigerian standards, splurging on luxury high-end hotels, club hopping every other night, and even the expensive parties.
If you come into Lagos with like 7 million for 3 weeks in December, I don't think that money will take you far. Because if you take an apartment and say you're paying like 200k a day, 5 days already, you've done, 1 million.
Let's actually do
Yeah.
IJGB Guide to Surviving in Lagos. In lucky phase one. Prime location, 2 bedrooms, 200.
That wouldn't be part of your spending money. Your spending money would be 6-7 million standard. You
Okay.
would spend all that money like booking your Airbnb.
Yeah. Is Lagos really cheap if you're coming to Lagos for 3 weeks and you're spending £5,000?
So we're saying 200k for accommodation. 10 days is 2 million.
Yes.
Roughly how much on food? Because food is expensive.
So let's say you do maybe like 50k every day. I'm just trying to be conservative.
But that's
50k every
30k
day.
just on one meal. If
Get
you're eating out
conservation.
3 times a day, that's already like 90k.
They're either going to be doing Ubers or they're going to, want to rent a car. But let's just say they're doing Ubers. So in a day, you spend roughly like 20k
20K.
on
Yeah.
Ubers.
So we're looking
20
at-
times multiplied by another 10. That's 200,000. So that's 2.9 million already.
You guys are big.
Wait now. If you have 7M and you choose like one of these nice Airbnbs in like Ikotu, yes, you're spending like 40k a day. Wait now, and you're doing all these lounges / restaurant places. By the time you are done, like December 29th, they'll give you one small chief chasing title.
So the IJGBs make sure to bring over 5 million because we are a choke for sure.
When I was actively still chasing IJGBs, one thing I also hate was that I just come back, so just in the club, and you've programmed yourself that it's just one glare and you're fine and you're good.
Yeah.
And they were like, champagne. And you're just like, God.
Somewhat.
During Detty December and anything, I wish cool inflate your prices if you want, but then there should be a thing where use your NIN as in identity. Get a discount.
One cannot help but wonder if they truly appreciate Nigerian culture or they're just seeing it as a temporary escape, because they seem to engage with the culture on a very surface level. Sometimes it seems like they're attending the weddings for TikTok or Instagram. It also seems like the food is kind of like an aesthetic to them. They're not actually appreciating or understanding the nuances of the typical life of an average Nigerian back home. We know that IJGBs prefer to spend their time on the island. Very few of them actually go to the mainland or even anywhere else. And here I should not give me that lack of activity excuse. It might not be as boring, but yes, you take time to visit other areas where they actually need your money. Because it might seem to others like you appear out of touch. Yes, you guys romanticize life in Nigeria, posting about every little thing. But are you actually exploring the cultural depths of Nigeria? Like, we have so much more to offer than the clubs, the raves, the parties. Nigeria is a big place and there's so much beauty and things to be experienced in Nigeria. Two sides of a coin. At its core, the whole IJGB concept is funny because it is relatable. Trying to create a balance between multiple cultural identities is not easy and can be awkward, that much we can agree on. Like me, I still struggle to speak proper English because I was brought up in a household where we spoke multiple languages. Not to talk of having to mix two different experiences, lived experiences, by the way. The good thing is IJGBs often bring a fresh perspective into Nigeria. Their lived experiences allow them to see opportunities where we might see challenges.
I agree with this wholeheartedly. The cost of operating in Nigeria and even outsourcing is expensive if you're operating a Nigerian business. And what I was saying in my previous TikTok in relation to this new company and this new take on how it is that the diasporans can help the Nigerian economy isn't to set up another business in Nigeria. Actually, the person who I'm speaking to is saying that we don't need any more businesses in Nigeria. That's not what we're focused on. Rather, the ask is to have a business wherever it is that you're based, be it in the UK, the US, wherever it is, and then use the Nigerian workforce. So in the same way that a country like India has been able to monetize its very young workforce so that you have call centers that are based in India, you have technology consultants that are currently based in India, also like a quarter of the cost of what it would be originally. why couldn't you do the same thing for a relatively similar demographic, relatively similar workforce age, etc., as India in Nigeria? If you're operating in pounds, if you're operating in dollars, the cost of operating in Nigeria right now is cheaper. I'm suggesting that you have a business that operates with Nigerians and with the Nigerian workforce. I hope that makes sense.
A lot of them come back with big ideas and a desire to contribute to the economy in a positive light. We cannot also understate the economic importance of them coming to Nigeria every December. The whole Detty December is doing Nigeria economy good, like we can all see, because they patronize Nigerians and they are able to come and spend their money in Nigeria. So that is a good thing for the Nigerian economy. However, on the flip side, the complaints about Nigeria might be playful and harmless, but it can also be condescending. You guys complaining about traffic, infrastructure, corruption, while very valid, can also feel out of touch to us who deal with the issues on a daily. Unlike you guys, we actually have nowhere else to go. We can't just up and leave when we are tired. So it might be funny to you guys, but we are not actually laughing because it's not funny to us. But let's be real, we all want to be an IJGB, because who wouldn't want to leave this whole Nigerian stress, then go and live a kind of soft life abroad, come back during December and be the center of attention? Whether you love them or hate them, IJGBs are one of the reasons why Nigeria in December is fun. So as they land this year with their accents, their long to-do list, and them always vlogging on their phone, try to remember that they are not actually the problem. Your government is. So if you will excuse me now, I need to go and practice my accent, because this year I'm also an IJGB. I think I can make it stick. Damn right I can. Bye. They all be showcasing their glamorous Guys complaining about traffic, infrastructure. However,